5, and thank you for once again for tuning in to another chapter in the House in Fata Morgana. Oh boy, here we go. The visual novel keeps getting longer and longer. It's almost refusing to end for me. I'm almost losing my mind, but it's still a very good read. So here we go once again into the House of Fata Morgana. Last left off, we are getting more grasp on everything now with Michael, the white, Giselle, and of course the Witch Morgan. So I, on the very urge of losing my grasp on reason altogether, believe every word the witch said. I wanted to curse them. I cursed my brother, my brothers, I mean. I don't know. I think I already did this already. Yes. Don't do. I gotta listen to the last part, I think. Well, let me double check. Otherwise, you know, I'll just fast forward through all this. Because I don't want to go through this all again just for the sake of it. Because I think I already did all of this. Yes, I have. So we are definitely gonna fast forward through all of this, every single last one of it, so I can get to exactly where it was. I believe it was by the fireplace last time. So sorry, I apologize for the inconvenience. I've been pretty busy at work lately, so I forgot exactly where I left everything. Cause oh man, that chapter was long. This is the last time I did this. I made it all the way back to where we were, and this is actually a good thing. Because he just goes through, or seriously, she just goes through very much psychological torture by Morgana. She was very persistent on Michelle, just to give in, just to start cursing them. Every single last one of them. But then, as we all know, Giselle showed up. And oh boy, what's something else? At their own, just Morgan is kind of forcing Michael to you know, just to turn on Giselle at every which cost, and then we all know what happened. Again, so yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. I did a live shoot with my buddy, the Killer Critic, just the other day. We just discussed a lot of different things in general about Kingdom Hearts, the reminder trailer. So if you missed that, it's fine, it's alright, it's okay. So we're getting a little closer now to where everything was at. We're getting so it's a little closer to a man. So yeah, basically, you know, Morgana is telling Michael that, you know, she will find out eventually, and then Michael basically said, I think we're done, Morgana. Then, as we all knew what happened, their very fated moment where they got together for the roads, you know. And of course, you know, Giselle revealing her scars of the past, and what, you know, Michael's father did. Again, this video game is rated M for mature audiences only. And here we are. We're exactly where we need to be. Things began to change when I learned about my father. Antonia had passed away, and George would, as I assume, prepare to take his place. And if what he had said was true, then I would be welcomed back to the estate. I would no longer be a demon child, but a member of the Bollinger family once more. And deep down, though, I couldn't completely believe it would actually happen. After 11 years in exile, I had no idea how they felt about me anymore. Would they remember a promise they had made so long ago? Fear that they would threaten to consume me. But Giselle, she has often seen at my mind and put my mind at ease. No matter where I go, no matter where I go, you'll be there with me, Michael. It's true. I am nervous not knowing what the future holds, but it's not but not in a scared something bad might happen. Oh boy, taking back those words, very surely kind of way. It's more of jittery, excited, anxious. I'm more confident the two of us can overcome anything. Yeah, right. No matter what obstacles may occur our way, together we can create an even more wonderful future. Could I believe her? Could I have faith in her wonderful future? That she will always be there with me. That we would return to the state and finally move on with our lives. That together we could create a future. No, that wasn't the question. I wanted to have faith. I wanted to believe as much as she did. I wanted to believe that even if I was gray, I could have a normal life together with her. She had risked me for the depths of hell, and now I want to make her happy. Oh, but we all knew that fate. In Fata Morgana, there are no happy endings. None. And taking that step in our relationship, I made numerous attempts to reveal the truth about what I was. But every time I tried, the shy pain gripped my chest, and my words faded to nothing before they could reach my lips. I knew if our relationship would continue, I would tell her eventually. But merely imagining her face twisted in disgust nearly crushed me. She was everything to me, and so, as she prepared for our departure, I decided it was time to make some changes. It was time for me to break out of my rut. I hope our next depend on largely on whether mother and my brothers will accept me as a man. The course of my future took was in their hands, in their hearts. If they could accept me, then I could return home. I prayed from the bottom of my heart that things would turn out for the best, that my family would accept me for who I was, and that they would accept what I had with Giselle. I decided to tell Giselle everything after receiving their response, and I hoped dearly that she would join me, wherever I ended up. I could provide Giselle the same kind of happiness that no man could, but if she and my family accepted me, I would do anything I could to build a happy family with her, in my own way. And so, I sat down to write. Dear Mother, there's something I wish to tell you, something that means a great deal to me. So I ask you, So as long as I'm considered a heretic and marked for death, my belief, my being alive puts Giselle in danger. Indeed it does. Yet here you are, shaking like a scared little cat. Of course I'm scared. There's not a single person who doesn't fear death. Please keep her safe. You're the only one who can help me, Morgana. You have my word. From this moment, I've had to protect her life. Thank you. Giselle? Please hear me out, Giselle. I never thought anything good would become my life. I never thought I would find anyone who truly understood me, who would be happy to have my love. And for that, I hated the world. I'm in constant torment, living in the shadows. But then, a single ray of light shined down on me. Michael? You, Giselle. You delivered me from the darkness. I'm scared, Giselle. I'm terrified. I used to think my life was meaningless. I thought I was prepared. That I was doing something good. Something I could be proud of. But I would give my own life for her if it would held high. It was long before I realized that the witch hunt had meant what she had warned me about. When she said ultimate desire waited beyond this door. It is our holy duty as knights of the church to deliver punishment unto the heathen who made a pact with the devil. You are sentenced to death, your body to be hanging a cross for 3 days and 3 nights. Run your unholy flesh, be purified with the fires of... What? What are you doing here? I stared at the knight's eyes wide. From the voice from without. Did her? Oh shit. Let's get past this. God, this is gonna get... Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? That has always... You should now be executed, huh? Do you have any final words? I know very well that mother was not in her right mind. Well, her refusal to accept me had hurt. All the same time, I had somewhat accepted it. It made no sense to me. Mother declared me a heretic and reported me to the church. But did her. Men wield swords and fight against dangerous enemies, and they do so to protect the weak, women and children. I am here to protect you and your mother. What are you doing here? Why are you pointing that sword at me? Are you smiling beyond that cold steel helm, frowning, staring expressionless? Though your transformation was too much for mother and father to accept, with enough time, everything will go back to the way it was before. Just like it did for me, myself, and George. None of this is your fault. It was all unfortunate timing. You said that it will all go back to normal, eventually. Can I trust that even the whole world says I'm cursed? That you'll always be by my side? That you'll always be my brothers? Can I put my trust into you once more? Dinner and George. You absolutely can, Michael. I swear to God on high. Did your vow have any meaning at all? I spent years in this dark house, waiting, believing you would come through for me. So why? Why are you staying there, a half a dozen nights at your back, saying I'm to be executed? Why? Did her? Do not cry. Don't you dare cry, Michael. You're standing in front of this door as a man protecting the woman he loves, so you mustn't cry. Whoa. Who is it that you're sending to death? Michael Bollinger or a demon child, naturally. Or a witch, perhaps. But why? If I'm not an angel sent from heaven or a demon child, then what am I? What on earth am I? What are you? You're a Bollinger. You're a family. And that's all there is to it. I thought we were brothers. Our family bonds have long since severed, cursed witch. Now I see, Giselle. This world never had a place for me. I was never welcome here. Kill him! Kill him! So many blades pierce my flesh. There are swords in my chest, lances in my arms, shoulders, arrows in both my legs. I can't even tell where it hurts anymore. But the pain from within was much clearer. My heart cracked audibly before shattering completely. Don't cry. Do not cry. Tears only make me more painful. So do not cry, Michael. Don't cry. Is it safe? Yep. I believed in you. Did when I was younger. I idolized you. Those broad shoulders, muscular arms, gentle eyes. Everything you said. You're simply but pure desire to become a knight. I thought if I could be like you, that I could be proud of who I was. Though that may have faded somewhat, the being locked away for so long, my adoration for you never went away. I thought of you, everyone, who accept me for what I am, and I thought we could celebrate my relationship with Giselle, that you could put those things behind my shoulders, smile on your face, and say, I'm happy for you, that you welcome her into the family. Damn it. Nah, hold on. Don't load. Not safe yet. And maybe she could be something of us. Make something up for us. She's a pretty good cook after all. George would rifle through the baskets before lunch, and Dita would scold him. I would be there watching, a proud smile on my face, as unlikely, as out of reach of view as it is, I knew it was. I still dream of a life like that. I had the faintest hope that when we saw each other again, the dream might come true. Debtor, I put my faith in you. And it faded away. Huh. And so, my life came to an end. They know if what comes next could be called my story, but I remember these events linger in my soul. After being pierced by Dita's blade, I found myself looking down upon my own occurrence. How could I ever imagine that I would witness my own misery, even in death? I watched my eldest brother drag me to the place of my crucifixion, and my soul, evidently still bound to my flesh, was lying along with it, against my will, down to the nearby village. Oh shit. The knights! The knights have returned for their holy quest! Oh, how we awaited your arrival. How glorious it is to see you. Waiting for us there was a cluster of villagers. Large cloths lay on the ground in the center of the square. Holding torches, they formed a crowd around the knights, several of them familiar faces. The men who came to ransack the mansion were standing there, staring at my body in awe. Haha. The Lord's judgment has been delivered on time to the witch of the cursed mansion by his holy servants. No longer shall we live in fear of the curse befalling us. Eternal peace is assured. We have all assembled all the tools you need to execute your divine mission. A cross befitting is such a hideous sinner. The witch threatened to curse us. Soiled our pure eyes with blasphemy. I hadn't done such a thing. I hadn't cursed anyone. I had merely been defending myself. They have been armed and outnumbered me, so I had said what was necessary to chase them off. Our poor harvest have been suffering at the hands of the greedy Lord. We were all working for the witch. Why then? Was they acting like it was my fault? Why was I a sinner, and why did I need to be judged? My soul trembled, overwhelming fear, consuming the cry forever. Their zealous desires to see judgment cast. So I prayed, asked God to grant me the smallest of miracles, till my voice reached my brother and carried my body. Please don't do this, Dinner. Please hear my voice. You know me better than that. You know I've done nothing wrong. Those men smirking at my body, they're the ones putting the blame of the sins on me. Please, tell me you at least don't think I did those things. Don't put on that cross. If it was Mother who sold me out to the church, then surely you can give me a respectable burial. The nails and robe for the crucifixion are here. We would have you, O knight, deliver the Lord's judgment onto this vile witch. Did her? Why do you say nothing? Why do you accept the tools that meant to present you? The tools meant to punish me. Tell me, did her? Crucifixion! Crucify it! Crucify the witch! My brother lowered my corpse to the ground and began removing my clothing. At that very moment, I realized the purpose of the hand. Someone for the cross. Overwhelmed by hopelessness, tears streamed down my face. Please, man, nothing like that. I'm begging you. Don't expose me to those people. Don't expose my body, dear. I'm begging you. Don't do it. But of course, my voice had no way of reaching him. He proceeded to remove my clothing piece by piece until I was left fully nude. For a brief moment, unpleasant silence spread through the crowd. The erratic crackling of the voice was the only sound that could be heard in the square. And then, with a mocking laugh, one man spoke. Ah, so there it is. The devilish creature. Don't look at me, please look away. Or just get over with. Just burn me now. Burn my body, please. One simple thing I was missing. I had a frame like a man, and lacked breasts of a woman. My heart was male. I was in love with a woman. You sold your soul to the devil, and this is what you became. This fragile, reprehensible creature. To dare defy the sacred body God blessed you with. Was that what people really thought of me? Was there no way to make them understand? Could they not possibly imagine how miserable it was? To live in a body that didn't fit the shape of your soul. Was there no way to get through to them? Feel the slightest bit that all I wanted was to be felt I was. Is it really? Please stop this. Don't humiliate me any further. Please just let me depart this world in peace. Carry my body away from this place. That's all I ask. If you can do that, if you can't do that, then at least burn me instead. Did her! Did her! And then place my body upon the cross. Bound my arms together and rested with the body. And then drove a nail through my palms. I couldn't look away. I tried to close my eyes, but I couldn't. My vision remained perfectly clear despite the constant stream of tears. When he was finished attaching my body to the cross, someone else lifted it off the ground, planting it in the center of the village square. The village showered the knights with their praise and gratitude. Not for lack of a shrine, I was unable to get away from the cross. My soul was trapped there with long body. Didn't even say a word the entire time. After a full day of anger, their grotesque blackest spots began appearing in my body. Everyone who saw it grimaced in disgust. The night dinner included had long since taken dinner included. Leaving my soul behind, cruel upon the base of the cross. A constant stream of tears ran down my face. Despite all my prayers, I remained bound to that place, left to rot on the cross with my body. Perished by through rocks or spat at me. Children laughed. A mother warned her daughter to always obey God's teachings. By 40 hours, black feathered birds and maggots began to appear to devour my rotting flesh. I could imagine a less pleasant sight than my own body, decaying in the sunlight, exposed for all to see. A group of children assembled in the square not far from the cross, and soon after a competition began to see who could take down the evil witch. They got all the rocks they could find and started throwing them at the corpse as hard as they could. The children dripped through my decomposing flesh, exposing bits of bone. Eventually they settled on a winner. The winner had torn off the most flesh and went on their way. When they were gone, the birds had flocked to their place. The third day, I came and went. And the sunrise of the first day, I received a visitor. Watch your step, man. The crucifixion is this way. What? After everything I've been through, I thought nothing more could possibly affect me. I had sunk as far down to the abyss as I could. However, what? Mother? I knew her instantly. And she was older and bonier than I remember. She had bags in her eyes, so dark they looked like nurses. Her once lustrous blonde hair faded almost white, but I would always recognize her mother. What are you? Mother? Father. For 13 years, this is the last your mother's voice had grown raspy and weak. There's still distinct trace evidence of a woman who raised me. He would stay beside the bed when I was sick. Though I lacked a physical body, I still felt deep, piercing chill at the sound of her voice. Father, this is not my daughter. I did not birth this accursed thing. No. I am her victim. For years I suffered at the hands of this witch. She stole my daughter away from me, tormented me, endlessly tormented me, trying to ruin me. A demon. You're a demon. Mother, I despise you, foul, hellish monster. I love you. You took everything from me, and I could never bring myself to hate my birth mother. I feel nothing but revolution, disgusted for you. I loved you. And eternity in the fires of hell were no good for you. I often disagree with the things you said and did, but I still remember the feelings you had for me, as I lay sick in bed. I have absolutely no relationship to this demon. You kept writing your letters, kept pretending to be a girl for me, because I didn't want to hurt you. This is not my daughter. I couldn't stand doing it. Whenever I sat down to write one, I came a horrible wreck, even worse off than before. But even so, send this monster straight to hell. I didn't want to break you, Mother. I didn't want you to push you in further off the ledge. Quickly, set me free of this cursed thing. But I suppose I still did not breaking you. Please, be at ease, madam. The Lord has heard your prayers. He wanted you to cast a demon to cleansing hell's fire. He wants you to show him that, as you say, you have no relation to his unholy thrall. Gladly. I'll cleanse this vile creature that dips its hell with my own 2 hands. And I swirled with every hateful emotion imaginable. Mother took the torch from the priest and tossed in a pile of straw spread across the base of the cross. The flame crackle spread upwards, consuming my body and fulfilling the square with a putrid stench of burning flesh. Though through the cold smoke I could see a faint smile on Mother's lips. Mother, I'm so sorry. You had to give birth to me. The inferno and devour everything. The cross itself came crumbling. My soul was finally released from that place. Rather, I suppose it's more shattered. Wow. Mother is still a bitch in all this. Things I saw, the things I was made to watch were howling. Morgana had been right. The anguish that came after knowing happiness was much greater than anything I felt before. It eroded my spirit, drained me of the willpower to bear the side of the world after death. Rather than give myself to hatred like Morgana had, I despised of myself. So, then a curse or bear a grudge against anyone. I prayed for my own extinguishment. My soul began to crumble, no less ascending to heaven or falling to hell. I faded into darkness everlasting. My fingers were the first to go, and my eyes, and my mouth. All sound vanished into nothingness. My beating heart, and all the emotion that I had once taken root, then scattered like leaves upon the wind. My soul completely, wholly decomposed. I cannot stand to allow my soul to return to the living world, no matter how much it takes, how might it take radiance in. Some length of time later, I began to hear the sound of muffled and instinct. No longer in human form, I had no use to speak of. The sound gradually increased in volume. It was a voice. Where are you, Michael? What are you doing? I'm still praying. I still wish for you to appear before me. Forever and ever and ever. Hi, Dad. and ever. I've been praying for so long, I don't even know how long it's been. Before you left, you said we were going to pray too. You said we hope to meet again in another life. I'm now miserable. I am... Michael, come back to me soon. As if drawn by the sound of my voice bit by bit, again regaining someone I had lost. But it took an incredibly long time. My body and soul had been gone, had been ground into dust. I rejected myself, scattered into the void. It could take several lifetimes to find and resume all those pieces. Michael, all I can remember about you is your name, your ghastly wet skin, your fire-red eyes, and your snow-colored hair. Nothing else. I had thought my mind, body, and spirit were part of it, eradicate, but every time I heard that voice, I thought I must return. Well, thought is perhaps incorrect. It was not much a coincidence idea as intensive force. The voice slowly buried the overwhelming pain I suffered in both life and death. I began to search for the source for that quiet, constant whisper, echoing in the emptiness, chasing at that tiny fleck of light, the one thing in that world that seemed to desire my presence. Michael, I'm no longer the girl I once was. I built a thick cocoon around myself. A cocoon I cannot break free. My own protected shell is devouring me. I'm waiting for you, Michael. Waiting for you inside my shell. Always awaiting. Will you? But you will recognize the person I've become. Please, Michael. Please get me out of here. At long last, I found the real light I sought, and I had absolutely certified that if I followed, I could reach the sound of the voice. I had to find them. I had to be set free. I desperately had to give back to them what they had given to me. And the sense of purpose is what set me back in motion. But the void was so expansive, so endless, so deep that for reaching the end of the trail, light was no easy task. Struggling to follow the source wore my barely held together soul until it came upon once more. Again and again, I lost myself. I could not count for how much time after chasing that light. The grasp of my memories were large and frequent. Nevertheless, the countless cycles of breaking down and resume myself, after hundreds of years of wandering, finally, I found my way back to that mansion. But not exactly. While the two of us had a longer way to reunion, and neither of us were our old selves any longer. In my endeavor to return, I had worn my soul down to the most nothing. I was but a vague shadow, completely devoid of memories. And that was the beginning. We met each other anew, lost and broken, devoid of life. I love that symbolism for them too. Oh wow, what's going on with the music? The darkness here reminds me of my time in the void, of despair that fulfilled my shadow. Shattered soul as it sunk into the endless abyss, of the emptiness that fell as my body had crumbled and faded into nothing. Michael, the poor soul who was named for an angel, was born with a curse, bare to bear an unfairly cruel fate. I am the only one who empathizes with you, the only one who understands your pain, the only one willing to help you. I'm sure you're not feeling particularly fond of me right now, and after I made you relive the past you want to forget, every moment of that despair. Not after I revealed your everlasting secret to the woman you love, but you must face the truth, my dear. You put your life, your very soul on the line for this woman, and even she will not accept you. But as I've said before, that's the normal response. She's no worse than anyone else for it. You simply aren't something people can accept. You believe that even if your family wouldn't, even if your dear brothers wouldn't, Giselle would be able to accept you for you. That she alone was different. That she alone was special. That she alone wanted you in her life. That she alone would extend your hand for you. You never doubted that, did you? But Michael, your hope exists to be crushed. The stronger you cling to that hope, the more you have to lose. You can hear that, can't you? Her mocking, scorning, rejecting everything that defies you. The revulsion in her voice. This is the woman you fought hard to get back? Listen to it, my dear. Focus on her voice. Okay, this is really cool. Disgusting, 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 disgusting. 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 Stop, please. I don't want to hear anymore. Make it stop. Can you blame her, though? For hundreds of years, she waited you, trusting you, and you came back to her a woman more than once. If you think about it, you betrayed her first. No, don't. I didn't. Tell me, what was it like? How'd it feel to be born and live as a woman? You spent your life insisting you weren't a woman. And yet, your soul chose a female body in return. Those gaps in your memory were from your lives as a white-haired girl. No, stop. First, there was a built man reflecting a hair boy. You, a woman, and he, a man, were joined in love. Stop. And then, there was the deranged man-beast. By exposing your female body to him, you were the temporary contain his madness. And finally, there's the man obsessed with money and power. You were his wife, very faithful, waiting patiently for him to remember his love. You put your faith in the wrong person's love. How can you accept her not to be disgusted? She was forced to watch again and again as the man she loved was reborn as a woman and had a relationship with other men. Would you like to know what you're doing right now this moment, Michael? You're crying. Crying. As you've done so many times before. Those tears. They'll wash away deeply. Would you able to know how you look right now, Michael? You retrieved your final moments, both in body and heart. Take a look at yourself, my dear. Your body, incomplete, only partially male, the wounds still very fresh and raw, abused by your brothers, whom you trusted completely, and the knights whose ranks you dreamed of joining. Even now, your body still flows from those wounds. They will never heal, not as long as you remain yourself. Holy shit. Ouch. Damn, son. This is not pleasant, isn't it? It hurts quite a bit, doesn't it? I did not inflict those wounds on you, though. And they're your own, and no one can erase them. You lost everything, Michael. Tell me, why? What do you have left? You were robbed of your pride, your dignity, your life, your identity, your very existence. The love you thought you still had, just gonna left you behind too. And you still refuse to curse anyone. What? Do you not take what you desire for those you stole everything from you? You have every right to vengeance, and I'm offering you the means to have it. Curse them, my dear. I cannot curse anyone. You disappoint me, Michael. But if that's what you want, if you won't join me in my hatred, then so be it. I will accept you. I will accept. You're not so similar as I once thought. As much as it pains me to do so, I will release you. I will even wish for your reconstructions into the body you desire. If this is end, you shall descend into the mortal realm as a human man, and never to set foot in this cursed mansion again. Imagine it. After waiting for so long, you'll finally be able to tame the body you so desperately seek. To have a wife and create a happy family of your own. Wouldn't that just be lovely? I'll make that wish for you, my dear. You can have that life. All you have to do is walk out that door. It's that easy. Just let it go. Let it all go, Michael. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. Don't trust anything she says. Don't trust anything she shows you, Michael. You told me you believed in my love. That if I could survive for 100 years, it must be real. So don't start doubting it now. Oh, and here comes Giselle. Oh, this is a very nice moment. Open your eyes, Michael, and look at me. Listen to me, please. Listen to the sound of my voice. Michael. Hold on. Hold on. Will you listen to what I really think? How I actually feel? I will never, ever push you away. Do you remember what I said, Michael? When you broke through the cocoon, I built around myself. I said that I would never come to hate you. I still stand by that. My feelings haven't changed in the slightest. It doesn't matter what kind of past you had, what kind of secrets you kept. I still love you. You accepted me, just Michael. I spent 100 years trapped in this place, watching a tragedy after tragedy befell it, slowly losing my grip on myself until I'd been twisted so far I could tell them like stories with a cold smile on my face. And despite where I become, you still took my hand. You still said you loved me. No matter what horrors you experience, I will always and forever take your hand. Michael! Giselle. Please have faith in me, Michael. Don't believe what some illusion says. Believe me. Believe the real me. You have it backwards. Giselle, the truth is, I never once doubted you. What? I never doubted your love. Michael, I despise myself. I hate that I was so weak I couldn't even being rejected by a phantoms made to look like you. I didn't want you to see me like this. I didn't want you to know I was so weak. To see my past, to see me now, a pitiful, unsightly mess. I can't stand the thought of seeing you any of that. If only your memories, if only for you, I want to be gallant. To be a man, I only want to be gallant to me. I want to be the man who never cried, who never showed weakness, who died trying to protect you. I didn't want to know that I was so weak. I was such a sad, frail person. I'm not even a real man. Michael, I didn't want you to see that. Morgana was telling me the truth. I opened the door to our past in order to bring you back. But that wasn't the whole story. I kept details about myself. Things that wouldn't make me look bad. There's no one as shameful as irreplaceable as me. No, Michael. There's no one thing in this world as admirable as you. You remained true to yourself to the end, no matter how bad things got. Day after day, you fought all alone, despite being put through hell. Yet you choose not to curse those responsible. Only once did you ever consider cursing someone, your father. I remember that day very well. I was too stupid to realize that at the time. But you did it for me. It was for me. Give yourself a little more credit. You did perhaps come off a bit indestructible, but deep down you're truer to yourself than anyone. Your motivation is simple and pure. You are filled of kindness. You know that you're a wonderful, admirable man, Michael. Be proud of who you are. That doesn't change how much suffering I put you through, Giselle. I was the white-haired girl. The girl in the portrait was me. It was all me. I came back more than once, showing up a woman, then disappearing again, hurting you completely unaware, pushing you away, leaving nothing but a tragedy in my wake. I'll never forgive myself for what I did to you. Look at that smile. Have faith in yourself, Michael. Follow your heart. I know it was a secret you didn't want to reveal, but for me, I couldn't be happier to know the truth, because it shows just how incredible much you loved me. And not only in life, the hundred of years has been trapped in this mansion. You spent searching for me. In that vast, empty, hopeless void, you heard my voice. Your love guided you to me. When you had lost everything, your love still lived on. Even as it tore you apart, you could find it to make it back to me. A few blanks in your memory didn't account for someone so fiercely determined who could suddenly become a completely different person. But Giselle, how am I supposed to believe that? How am I supposed to believe that wasn't me, when everything about us is exactly the same? You're not the white-haired girl, Michael. Have faith in your own heart and the things you stand for. Have faith in your true self, in the person you are, the shape of your soul. You were never the white-haired girl, and you never will be. Remember, when you first arrived at that mansion, Michael, I took your hand and together we watched a dozen of different lives play out. Were your memories anywhere among them? It wasn't behind those doors that you found yourself, but in the remnants of the months we shared here. Was the white-haired girl anywhere in those memories? You are Michael, no one else. That doesn't change what my body... I know you, Michael. I know you're deep down. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I want you to understand that, to know how I feel. That we're only shared our love for months in life. It was enough for me wanting hundreds of years to return. And you fought with everything you had to make it back to me, to get me out of here. You are the greatest man I ever known. Oh, that's sweet. Giselle, how is it? You're always man to see straight through me, Giselle. To give me exactly what I want. That smile, that single ray of light in the endless darkness. To say exactly what I've so desperately yearned to hear. The words I sought for countless years. Oh, man. Giselle! I reached out for her, but she began to fade. Her outline hazy and blending into the surroundings. All I managed to grab is empty air. I wanted more than anything to feel her warmth right now. The sensation of her skin against mine. But there's nothing there. Please, Giselle, don't leave my side again. Don't worry. I'm right here with you. I'm not going anywhere. Giselle, put your hands on my shoulders. Wrap your arms around me. I can't. I want to so much, but I can't feel you there at all. You can, Michael. I promise. Close your eyes. Okay. Now reach for him. Slowly. You can feel me right there, can't you? That's my finger, and that's my hair. Those are my eyes, and here are my lips. Here's my heart, where I keep all the feelings you gave back to me, and my love for you. In body and spirit, I'm all yours. Can you sense me here beside you? I think I can. Now, hold on, and don't let go. You know, it's kind of funny. We're like two awkward kids around each other, bound together by a love so amazingly powerful. Yet we're only ever held hands a few times, and embracing is like something incredible achievement for us. And we're supposed to be full-grown adults. Kiss me, Michael. We never get a chance. We never got the chance while we were alive, Giselle. Or are you gonna tell me to wait again? Not this time. The skin white, but not pale. Her slightly flushed cheeks, dimpled eyes, smile. Her lips, which at times call me Atchison, sometimes call me Michael. Her entire being, this woman, who accepted me as a man, who even death continued to bring me back from my darkest places. She is my everything. I have faith, breath. I feel a faint breath against my neck. Whew! Somewhat in between a sigh and a giggle. I feel a warmth in skin that thought I would never hear again. The soft touch of her skin. I envision her face before me, where I am such she is, with her eyes closed. And I responds against hers. It's quickly clumsy affair, just a little peak. Not the kind two grown adults might excuse share, but nonetheless, a gentle warmth spread through my body, through the place her lips touched. It's a sensation so pleasant, so nice, I can barely believe it's real. Our surroundings dissolves, and the world takes a few new faces. The plain trickle light created by Giselle. in which the mantis darkness slowly seeps. Okay. Ah, here we go. The difference is... Nope. All it took was that single irreplaceable moment to change my life. Change my everything. Though I cannot see her there, I can feel her presence right beside me. Her heart. And that she can still feel mine. I won't flatter anymore. I am through hesitating, wavering about fear of my own weakness. I'll look into the future. I believe in myself because she believes in me. I'm done carrying the chains I created for myself. I have work to do. No more looking away from my responsibilities. As the light dims and darkness begins to take over, I hear a voice in my ears. Michael, can I ask you to lend me your hand? Someone? You set me free. Now I do the same for her. There is something I don't think anyone else can do. Only you can get rid of its darkness. I'm here with you too, so let's open the final door together. The true final door. We can put an end to all this tragedy. I know we can. Now, off we go, Michael. And do not let go of my hand. Okay? Whoa. Giselle. Reality fades back into view. I'm looking at neither the endless, eroding darkness nor the visions of my past, but the sea of blood spreading in all directions. I'm standing on top of the observation tower outside the door. I've returned back in Morgana's world. Her bitter hatred-filled curse-filled world. To tell you the truth, I didn't see this coming. This is my mansion. My domain. She was supposed to be locked up, but it didn't seem my will is not absolutely as I thought. Hatred fills you. You want to curse me, to kill me. A death could well mean the end of all this. Shall I grant you the wish? She licks a finger. And the next second, a long sword clatters to the floor at my feet. Take the blade in your hands, and light the knife of the old who executed the witch. Pierce my heart with it. Do know what would happen then. You always wanted to be a knight, didn't you? Go on, pick it up. Show me your revulsion, my dear. Morgana, I do have a reason for being here. I came to save you. What? Did you hit your head on the way up? You came to save who? I spent so long trying to look away. What I should have been trying to look deeper. And tell the truth, your constant shouting in the darkness evoked more than annoyance in me. I empathize with your loneliness. I bear no hatred for you. In my desire that brought you back to life. So that makes it my responsibility to end this. My own wish was given all the redemption I need, my dear. Or should I be expecting another self-righteous lecture about how hatred does you no good? Brilliant, Michael, brilliant! Do you have any idea how absurdly presumptuous you're being? Trying to force your idea of redemption onto someone who has no interest in it. If the tale you showed me was the whole truth, then I would have said you could revile those heartless men as much as you please. But I refuse to believe that's the whole story. The men I saw beyond the first 3 doors had genuine concerns and worries. They felt things, real human emotions, even though things ultimately led them down a path of destructions. Waiting to do something nice for the one you cared about. Being disgusted at the things you've done. Hiding your urges for those around you. You certainly couldn't call them good men, but they're real people with real conflicts. So, you're saying I'm lying? Well, I can't say I blame you. Who would believe the word of a witch? I don't think you falsify your actions, Morgana. The tragedy, no. The gruesome reality you describe, I don't doubt any of that happened. You wouldn't be here otherwise. But I've learned something in my years. Reality exists from more than one perspective. That doesn't change what happened. That two-faced young man deceived me. The beast severed my arm. The greedy, power-hungry lord used me for his own personal gain. Events by themselves do not tell the whole story. Only when you take into action their circumstances, what they thought and felt, their perspectives, only then can you say you reached the truth. Your point being, are you going to march down their own souls and ask them for their perspectives? Don't waste your breath. They'll only tell you what benefits themselves the most. Then we do it your way. We open the door to your past. And if I refuse, this is my domain, my world. It operates in my accordance to my will. That door won't open unless I allow it to. Were you aware, Morgana, that I received my first memory in front of a mirror? You what? The same mirror Giselle used to practice her smile? And all those hundreds of years, bits of memories came to reside within it. Every time she stood before that mirror, she had me in her heart. And next, I saw my own memories played out in my bedchamber. It's the first day after we opened the windows, when she let the morning sun into my room. That day was a turning point in my life. And why are you telling me this? Because it means this world doesn't belong to you. It's also hers. And mine. And that's why she's able to break free. Your wish is, without question, the most powerful of anyone's here. And yet you have more authority over this place than anyone else. There's no denying your position as master of this mansion. But Zell and I, we have influence over this domain. I was the one who resurrected you, and she who served as your guide. So the door will appear, whether or not it's your will. Their souls reside to as well. They may spin in convenient tales, but the memories engraved upon their souls can tell no lies. All the pieces on the board, the door will open. Say the door does open. What does that change? Nothing these men have thought or felt can take back what they did to me. This rotting, broken creature they turned me into. I don't care what's going through their heads. They will never have my forgiveness. My hatred's unwavering. My wish will not be undone so easily. Their souls shall suffer for all of eternity. Before we begin, Morgana, let's get one last lingering question out of the way. And what that might be? Who the white-haired girl is? That's your lingering question? We already established that was you, Morgana. So, in a desperate appeal to deny you came back as a woman, now you're trying to make me into her. That's perhaps the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. That was you, my dear. And don't avert your eyes. You must face reality. I'm not averting my eyes. I am not in denial. I have faith. Faith that I only ever made back to this mansion once. When I woke in the rocking chair beside the fireplace. Ha! Nevertheless, that child justifies accusing me of being that foolish girl. How could you possibly think I was her? Never I thought of being presented in these walls. Not even while she was alive in the claws of tragedy. My hair is not white, nor my eyes red. And look at that horrid, festering face. How could I ever become her? How could I ever become her? How your soul appears is relevant in this case, Morgana. Uh-huh. I will uncover the truth about you. The things even you don't know. If I can't show you that you were in fact a white-haired girl, in that moment your reality will become rewritten. If you're so confident to be my guest, find out yourself. So just a little how little capable of you. Blackness filled the observation tower once more. Whoa. Morgana fades. This is leaving me alone, dark stream. Whoa. In darkness I felt and consumed by numerous times. Arrived at the mansion. This time I welcomed it. Praying that belies the truth within the power to release all those held in this grip. The next tale has no narrator. I won't sit back and listen to someone recounts the past's fate for me. No. I have to find the path myself this time round. I know what awaits me beyond the black. No matter what it may be, as long as I have the power to provide redemption, I must never put down my sword. Now, let's open that door. The final door. soundtrack is there now. Alright, let's put out no more music. Just make it all go away. Someone, anyone, get me out of here. The nun. Look, look. The stars are so beautiful. They're beautiful. And though with it so bright out, I worry someone might see us. Everyone's long gone. I hope so. Are you ashamed? A little bit, but I still want to be with you. Have you considered leaving the Covenant? You just can't stop being a nun, you know. It's not that simple. I made vows to my life to the service of God. I was not aware, but I don't know how much about this land's traditions. If I were to leave the church, it would have to come in my next life. I'd like to be a normal girl, lead a normal life. Get married, have kids. Before I know it, I'm an old lady. Thinking, it was an eventful life, but it would be the best I could ever ask for. That's my dream. That sounds very peaceful. I hope we could be together in your next lives, too. Have a nice, quiet life together. I live in it'll be the city by the water, looking over a beautiful, glimmering emerald sea. The blue sky is spreading as far as I can see. The sounds of the seabirds squalling by the port. The two of us sitting shoulder to shoulder, just looking over the city. Doesn't that sound wonderful? It certainly does. I would love that. The Harvest Festival. Jesus. The Harvest Festival. On the day of the festival, she died. Three days until her death. Wake up. Please wake up. Come on. Open your eyes. Michael! So bright. I'm outside. Huh? Well, we changed perspective. That's cool. The light feels like needles in my eyes. First thing I see beyond the mansion darkness is blind light. Anyways, I think I'm going to end it right here. Thank you guys for enjoying the stream. Hit the like button, subscribe for more. Holy crap, we finally made it to the final door. We're almost there. We're at the 7% mark now, hopefully. So we're almost there, finally. Oh, God. It's a long video again, but totally worth it in the end. I mean, just to think that I started there, but ended up here. Let's see here. I started back in October. Now I'm in December. Jesus Christ, it's long. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the video. Hit that like button, subscribe. Fata Morgana is far beyond done, but we're almost there. Jesus Christ, it's taking forever. Have a good one, guys.